What's going on, my reefing fam? March here. Thanks for tuning into this episode of Fragbox TV. I'm very sorry. Let me start off with an apology. We are very polite Canadians. We apologize a lot. So I'm going to say sorry before we even get going. I did shoot this video a couple days ago. I want to do an update on our display tank here in the store, our mixed 100-gallon reef tank. The freaking microphone cut out about halfway through. We're having some technical difficulties. I got to buy a new microphone, upgrade our camera equipment so that you guys can hopefully hear us clearly. Oh, this is kind of cool. Let me show you this. I got a macro lens. What? It's from Canon. I've been thinking about buying one for years now. I always wanted to get nice and up close to the... Never mind. I thought it would be better if I just show you how cool this lens is. I'm not really sure how to use it yet. I got a tripod and I'm just figuring out, but I think it's gonna take the video quality to a whole nother level. Look at this ACAN, man, looks awesome. I'm hoping the quality comes through nice on your end. I'm not using the tripod right now, so I apologize in advance if it's a little bit shaky. Like I said, I'm gonna figure out how to use it. And I just want to make the videos, I want to bring a little bit better quality to you guys, to the viewers at home, so maybe you can get a better kind of experience and idea of what the corals actually look like. Because I'm telling you, I go back and I watch the videos, they are way, way nicer in person. So I'm so happy with this purchase. It wasn't cheap, it was about 2,000 bucks, and I was putting it off for a long time, and then the other day, oh, what are you doing? Mr. Ross, hey, fishy, get out of here. Did you see that? I guess you did. You're watching. You kind of, I guess maybe you found something to just bite or pick on there. So I am going to do the update now. Maybe I'll just use this lens the whole time, but I'm going to do it again. I know some of you may have seen it the other day, and I remember talking about this coral here, branching Red Scifastria. This is a weird one because what it's going to do, Scifastria generally encrusts. It's going to cover your rockwork, but this is going to grow up and out just like a hard coral, like an SPS, but without the same sort of care requirements. So it's quite rare. I don't see it often. Not even 100% where, I'm not 100% sure where I acquired this one. I think it only comes in red. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe somebody else knows, but I think the branching Scifastria only comes in this sort of red variety you see here. Switch back to the other lens. I was just really excited to use it and show it to you guys. Maybe you guys will get excited about it too. I do like shooting this tank with the lights. Oh, there's one, I think. There's the other. With the lights off. It looks kind of cool at night. I don't often get to shoot like this. It's my favorite time to do videos when the store is closed and I can rant away. So, this tank here, this is our, what we call display tank here in the store. It's the largest non-frag tank, non-coral bed that's here. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you don't know, I crashed this tank recently. I will post in the description of the video exactly how that happened. It was sort of a three-part disaster series, but it's coming back beautifully. Really, really nice. I'm starting to feel good about it again and confident and good enough to pick up the camera and actually talk to you about what's going on and how it's looking. A little quick rundown if you don't already know. It's a custom-built Peninsula 3-sided tank, 48 inches, 30-17. If you're looking for a larger tank or maybe your first reef tank, I think this is about 90 gallons, 90 to 100. It's the perfect size. I'm not just saying that because it's our tank here. I've had so many tanks. I'll do a video if you want to hear about all the tanks I've had over the years. I've had big, I've had small, Pico 400s. I've had many different sizes. This is my favorite size. It's manageable. You don't have to spend a fortune. You know, 2 lights, 2 pumps, the flow and the lights nailed. Anyways, that's for another video. Let me talk to you about what's going on with the corals because I know that my videos have been kind of sidetracked recently. This rock's not getting any love. Look at this. It's very bare. I'm giving this one a ton of attention. And now that I'm noticing that, I guess I'm going to start. I don't know what to put here. I'm a little bit hesitant. I don't have a defined idea. So this time around, what I'm trying to do is a little bit more planning. I think last time it was a little bit crazy. If you guys remember towards the end, the placement of corals, stuff was starting to sting each other. I was just really excited to get it going. We didn't have a display tank here in the store for years, and I was anxious to get it full and looking nice, and because of that, the planning, well, there wasn't really any planning. It didn't happen. So I was placing corals erratically and without much thought, and then I paid later with the consequence of that action was coral warfare. So I'm going to take a little bit more time. So As you see here, Acan Garden. These are my Acans. I guess they're not mine. They're just here for the time being. And finally got 2 yellow tangs playing nicely. This is quite a sight to behold. I tried 2 other yellow tangs, didn't work. They were fighting. I don't know if you can tell male from female. Maybe that's why, or maybe, I'm not sure, but I couldn't get them to get along. This tank has 3 tangs in it now, so I got that one Tamini, which I call my knockoff Achilles. Oh, he knew we were talking about him. But they're hard to keep. Achilles, not the one I just showed you. Tamini, very, very easy. Achilles tang, I'm not proud to say I've killed many. Okay, I haven't killed them. Ick. I've lost many Achilles tangs to Ick. Oh, you know what? Now talking about Ick, what do I see on you? I just noticed something on the side of his eyeball. Come back, mister. Let's see. I'm not going to panic just yet. Maybe it looks like a little scratch or something on him there. Achilles tangs, very hard to keep. Yellow tang, super easy. Chromis, these are what I call the pigeons of the sea. Super, super easy. Only issue is they jump, just like this wrasse here. I'm sort of trying to remember what I talked about in the last video. I think someone was able to ID it. If you did and you're watching again, give me that ID one more time, please, because I'd love to know the actual name of, oh, he's gone. These fish don't want to, they're camera shy today. This is a yellow chorus wrasse that's jumped twice, maybe 3 times in the last couple of weeks. I really should put a lid on the tank. I'm being irresponsible. You know, you don't do wrasses without a lid. Really, really should have a cover on it, because it's just a matter of time before they're going to be over there. So the last time he jumped, he went that way, about 6 feet. He went to go purchase an Apex. No, he just hit the box and then he fell onto the dog bed. But thankfully, you know, every time that he's jumped, we're in the store, we're open, grab him, toss him back in. Unfortunately, one of these times it's not going to happen. I'm afraid he's going to jump at night, but let's not think about it. Let's not talk about it. Just help me ID this fish. I'll ask you one more time. Maybe I can get a good shot of him. He's being elusive today. He's usually not shy at all. He's usually out and about. This is my favorite addition. Ah, man. I don't normally talk too much about fish. If you know me or you watch the videos, I'm more about the corals. Once in a while, a fish will just, he's not even like the most colorful. You know, it's not striking in appearance and fluorescent. I don't know what it is. It's just maybe the fact that it's an angelfish. So this is a Watanabe. I believe this is the female. I am looking to get her a hubby or a partner. The male is, I think it has, oh, he's going to get cleaned by Mr. Cleaner Shrimp over here. I think it has a little bit more color than the female. I think that's for a lot of fish. That's true, but I really, really love this fish. I was trying to fill a void, a gap in my life. I lost my Potter's angel. We called him Harry Potter's. I lost him tragically a year ago, maybe something like that. But this one's looking good, not touching any corals. I think that's about it. I can talk more about corals than fish. Today just felt like, you know, I'm trying to get a little bit more back into the livestock portion, because I feel like some of the other videos I was talking industry and COVID and blah, blah, blah. So let me give you a rundown on the tank in terms of coral. Torch Garden, wow, yeah. Needs no description, bomb.com, they're looking great. I feel like the tank needs more green. So typically, hobbyists I find are trying to avoid green. There's so much green out there. A lot of corals are green. Like if I just kind of stand back and look at this tank, I've got green, 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 green. Lots of green. It's just a very common color for corals. They're beautiful. They're nice. They look great. Green is a great color. I got nothing against green. I'm not trying to say anything bad about green. It's just, it's kind of common, but you need a little bit. So I feel like this, I was avoiding it in the beginning. I could use some in here. I'm trying to pay attention more to colors. Like I said, I'm being less erratic, and I'm trying to do less coral, if that makes sense. Maybe bigger pieces. So instead of doing 20 different types of hammered colonies here, I'm gonna pick maybe 4 or 5 and let them grow out. A little bit less erratic, a little bit less ADHD. I think the tank in a way is a reflection of me. Our tanks are kind of a reflection of ourselves. It's your own little underwater world. So I'm trying to make it a little more relaxed and calm and more thought out and planned. Maybe that's what I'm going for in this one. Pineapple coral, finally. Thank you, Mr. YouTuber. You know who you are. You gave me the name of it. I was calling it blue Nephthia incorrectly for the longest time. That's not what it is. It is a pineapple coral. So I think it's sort of in the Nephthia leather kind of family. I'm so enamored with this thing. You can see when I like something, I like it. I got one here. I got another one hiding over there in the back, swaying in the wind, or the current rather. I got another one up there, and you guessed it, look at that, one more up here. I know some people are looking for frags. They're due for fragging. I'll get in there, grab the scissors. They're really easy to cut because it's a soft coral leather. Literally, I grab a pair of stainless steel scissors and I just give it a haircut. It's just tricky to get them to attach to a substrate. This leather, he's camera shy. It was open all day actually. Maybe something touched it, and I've added this one over here. So I'm gonna go this time in terms of coral selection. I'm gonna go a little, let's say, easier, a little less SPS. I'm typically very heavy on the hard coral, very acro dominated across the top, and this leather is getting crazy par. He's getting par readings about 350, if you know what that is, photosynthetic active radiation. It's a measurement of the light output on these Hydra 32s that we're using. It's getting crazy light. I got him right next to this bird's nest, and I added another one. Oh, so in the other video that I did, and I showed you guys I couldn't keep acro. Maybe there were some heavy metals or contaminants still in the tank from our debacle with the heater that crashed, and I lost that Tortusa. Tank's looking good, so I've added two really easy. If you're ever looking for easy SPS, hard coral, bam, this is it. Bird's nest, this is just like a pink one. The Latin name is Seriatorpa, I'm killing it, I don't know. And then this one back here we call Birds of Paradise. It's a little bit nicer. It's more stubby. This one is kind of more like, how would I describe it? Pinchy? No, pinchy is not a word. Skinny? Skinny. This one's skinny. This one's fat. This one eats a lot. This one needs to eat a little bit more. But those are really easy, and you can see kind of the polyps on the end. It's very easy to see when they're happy, when the polyps are out. If you want a hard coral, and you've put up with my nonsense for the past 10 minutes, come by the store. You know what? First 10 people that would like a frag, you can come grab one. This is some bird's nest frags here, free of charge. They're like 10, 15, 20 bucks. They're free. First 10 people, I don't know when you're watching this video. It's October 25th of 2021. It's off of this colony here. It grows very fast. There's another one over here. It's a full bird's nest. They're really easy to keep. If you want to get into acro, you've been maybe a little bit nervous, you don't know where to start, come with me, young one. I will show you. Take my hand if you want to live. You take this, bring it home, try it out. It's 10 bucks. If it doesn't live, it's not the end of the world. I guess it's the end of the world for that coral, but it's not your end of the world. It's really easy. I would be surprised if you can't keep a bird's nest alive. There's something very wrong with your aquarium or your water. Maybe it's too new, actually. It could be maybe too soon. Usually, when is it time to add hard coral to the tank? When you start to see coralline algae grow. That's usually my rule. So you can see here on the back wall, we have some coralline. When you start to get pink and purple taking over, the same things that cause that to grow in a tank and thrive and survive are kind of the same things I find that acros and SPS corals need. Let me show you this because bam! Now, that is an Octa Spawn, if I've ever seen one. For our super fans out there that watch every single video, hello, Fragbox loves you. But also, you would have seen this one in our second last Indo shipment that brought in when we were having trouble deciding what coral to keep. I was spoken for here locally. Someone put their name on it, no deposit, and then something happened with his tank, whatever, didn't end up taking it, and I'm happy he didn't because I decided to keep it. I'm so happy with this piece. He gets complemented nicely by his purple and green friend over here. If you ever notice in the videos, I'm always using colors to kind of describe it because the camera is not 100% accurate. It's kind of a liar. So this is purple and green, and this is mustard, golden, yellow, coral heaven. This is orange. I think it gets picked up as pink. He's fallen down. I'm being lazy. I really should glue him back. If you know anything about the way I do my reef tanks, I don't like anything on the sand bed. This is an exception. This is a little experiment I have going. Sorry, camera cut out there. Okay, so I don't like putting corals on the sand bed. As you can see here, very evident, very clear. A lot of corals belong on the sand bed. If you're going to go ahead and add, let's say, a plate coral, let me see if I have some content to add. Let's see what we have for plate corals over here. Not to get sidetracked, but you know how it is. That's a nice piece. That is an orange Very, very orange. I don't need to describe the color. You guys can see. Orange flake coral. Stuff like this you're going to put on the sand bed. You can put it on the rock. It does look a little wonky. It doesn't look right on the rock. Same with open brains, typically. This is going to be a sand bed coral. These look okay on the rock. If you can find sort of a nice shelf or ledge. So I'm going to probably... Oh, I didn't even see that. What? One second. Stay with me. Bear with me. This came in last night, but it was 5 a.m. It was really dark. Look at this Monty. Hello. That is pretty cool. Looks sort of like the beach bum. I'm lost though with the beach bum. Okay, if you want to know what I'm saying, go on Google and type beach bum Monty into Google Images. There's just too many different kinds. I don't know. I'm lost. I'm reverting. I'm going away from trade names and I'm going back to Latin names for better or for worse. Quick, last sidetrack. I promise. Look at these torches. Oh my God. Oh, this is like coral porn. You got to be 18 years or plus to watch this channel because this is pornographic. Look at these. I mean, are you guys seeing these? I'm gonna do a whole video just on those torches. Incredible. Probably some of the nicest ones we've ever brought in. So now that we got the sidetrack out of the way, I don't really like corals on the bottom. So if you see a frag pug like this, it's part of my experiment like over there I'm doing with the stellata. It just looks cleaner. No? Am I right? Am I wrong? I don't know. It just looks cleaner. It looks cool. Almost looks like it's floating. Do you know what I'm saying? Kind of floating like that. No? But it's easier to keep the sand bed clean as well. So in every single tank that I build, set up, or have any chance to have some sort of recommendation, conches. I cannot say enough good thing about conches. So we sell quite a few different ones. I have a lot in this tank. If we do a little quick countdown, this is a fighting conch over here in the corner. And what these things do is they work through the sand. So I never clean, like gravel wash or siphon out sand beds. I don't recommend that anyone does it. I know it's a controversial topic. I know these comments are coming. What do you think? I don't know? Huh? This is not my first rodeo. There's different ways to keep a reef tank. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. And if you can wash the gravel in your tank and the sand, keep it clean, and you don't crash it, that's awesome. I can't do that. Anytime I touch it, it only creates problems. This tank hasn't been set up very long. Let me show you. Let me get in here, and I'll just mix a little bit. It traps. You see this detritus? All this junk? It's crap. It's poo. It's bacteria. There's life. I leave it alone. And what I do is I add these conches. I shouldn't have done that. I'm so dumb. I'm going to have this stupid cloudy tank for the rest of the video, but it's okay. It's for educational purposes. The conches, what they do is they work through it, they mix it, and they disturb it slowly so that some of this detritus will come out naturally. It'll go down the filter. We have a filter, our sump is in the basement, and they also eat kind of some of the crud that's in there. So that one over there is I believe that's a strawberry conch. I got 1, 2, oh, there's another one, 3. That's 5 conches in total. I think there's 2 more. I should have another tooth conch in here and also a sand sifting conch. We do sell them here in the store. I'm never trying to sell you stuff in the video, guys. Please, except right now. I'm trying to sell you conches. No, we normally have them in stock. They're 20, 30, 40 bucks depending on the size and species, but that's how I keep the sand bed clean. And that's a question we get here in the store often. That's why I'm taking the time to bother talking and describing it, is because, you know, not to toot our own horn, but the sand in the store is quite clean. It's because they're always moving through it and slowly. That's the key there, I think, is they're slowly cleaning it. I really wish I didn't disturb the sand. Now I can't really focus so much on the corals. So maybe I'll talk about one more thing because we're getting close to that 20-minute mark, and then we'll wrap this one up. The hammer garden coming along nicely. I don't know why I put 2 gold ones. I guess because I said earlier, when I like stuff, I like stuff. So maybe I will yank the smaller one and I'll just do the 1 gold. So a gold, a green. He's kind of goldy green. This is like a splatter, what we call, or sometimes they're called a mutant or bicolor. Either way, it's a branching hammer. So that's your Euphilia. I'm at a loss for words. Anyways, branching hammer. So I'm only doing branching hammer in this one. This is what we call our rose gold. It's kind of like, it's hard to describe. It's like a pinky, reddy, sort of strange kind of color. And I think maybe 1 more if I can snag something a little bit on the bluish end. We do get something, it's like a gray blue from Indo. I may have 1 example to show you if somebody didn't buy it. There's a lot of corals in the store, man. It's hard to keep track. Sometimes people come in and say, hi, do you guys have this? I try my best. I know where most of the stuff is. No, I think someone grabbed it. I don't see it. And stuff moves very fast in here. Like the turnover on these tanks is incredibly high. If you've are new to the channel and you don't see the shipments we get in, we go through quite a bit of coral. All in all, very happy with the way the tank is coming along. Finally starting to look like a reef tank again. Last thing I'm going to mention, the pipe organs. I'm doing a little pipe organ garden over here. Give me some suggestions over here, this rock. I'm a little bit unsure. I was thinking maybe this is, if I'm going to do acro anywhere, I'll kind of do them here to kind of give it some height over on this side of the tank. I may just leave this bare. So keep in mind, you don't have to cover every square inch of rock with coral. What? I know, crazy thought, huh? If you look at a reef, most of it is covered in coral. They're out competing and growing, but it is okay to have some spots that are bare. So I may leave this kind of section here, or who knows, maybe throw some mushrooms. What am I talking about? Like I know anything. We'll see. We'll just see where the tank goes. There's no rule book here. It's a little bit more planning involved, I hope, than last time. At least that's what I tell myself. You know, I think a lot of times we believe the lies we tell ourselves. So I'm going to keep lying to myself. I'm trying to go slower. I'm happy with the tank. I'm going to add an acro this week. I may just try another tortusa, maybe a millipora to mix it up somewhere over here, or maybe somewhere over here, something like that. We just got in a ton. Okay, last sidetrack. I'm just gonna show you what we got in because it's crazy. Look at this. Bam! Come on. Is that nice or what? I think in terms of uploading, you're probably gonna see some of these in the other video. 150 new stunning colonies of maricultured, which is nice. Grown, not wild caught. Support sustainable reefing. These are all grown in a coral farm. That's something that's very important to us here at Fragbox, trying to be sustainable. It's why we only sell captive bred fish, no fish taken from the ocean. We try to grow as many corals as we can in the basement. Some really, really beautiful corals there. I might just snag one of the millies and toss it in that tank. I think that's about it. We're gonna wrap this one up. Tank's looking good. I didn't even mention the flower park garden, so I'll talk about that next time. I will leave it for you guys to appreciate as the outro. But if you like the content and you like corals and you like Bengai or pajama, what are you, Bengai cardinals, and you like all things reefing related, I invite you and kindly ask that you subscribe to the channel, because what we do here at Fragbox is a reef related topic every single day of the week. No, I told you last time I was going to revise that. We try our best to do a reef related topic every single day of the week. It gets busy sometimes. We can't upload every day. Hello, Mr. Fish. You know what? This is a schooling fish, and he's lonely. I think we better get him some friends. We'll wrap it up. Thanks for watching this episode, guys, and tuning in to Fragbox TV.